Welcome everyone, AdamTheWoo here to a railroad crossing located just outside Los Angeles, California in Griffith Park, California. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Thedailywoo coming to you from Walt's barn that he actually had at his home near Los Angeles, California. And it actually was relocated and now it sits right here, accessible for free. Actually, donations are accepted, but free to the general public one weekend a year. And it just so happens that today, here on this Sunday, it is the day that we can actually access and wander the grounds of Walt's barn. And the interesting thing is, Walt's barn originally, the real Walt's barn, was in Marceline, Missouri, where he grew up as a child. And you can actually go back and watch a vlog that I did from there maybe even 2.5 years ago. If you know what vlog that was, leave a comment down below of when I visited Walt's barn in Marceline, Missouri. And look, there is a train actually going by, a miniature train. And do not quote me on this, but I think the train tracks that are out here at Griffith Park, I think these were actually owned by Walt Disney as well, and they actually transferred them from his home outside of Los Angeles to Griffith Park. And you can see there is a miniature train approaching us, which I think is a 1/8 scale or maybe a 1/16 scale. Like I said, do not quote me on this. I am not a self-proclaimed aficionado like Walt Disney was of trains, but it is a scale version of a real train, and they actually escort you around the park. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Have you ever seen the movie The Jerk starring Steve Martin? This was actually one of the filming locations from The Jerk when Steve Martin first meets Bernadette Peters and is chasing the child that she is babysitting. You can actually see some of this in that movie. So that's a neat little pop culture tidbit as well. But I want to show you the inside and the outside of Walt's barn. He actually worked inside this barn, and there is a lot of Walt Disney history and a lot of items that he actually used himself inside the barn. You can see AdamTheWoo and Jay are here as well, and they're actually going inside the barn. And here is actually a placard that they actually, when celebrating 50 years in 1999, the Carolwood barn here in Griffith Park. So let's go inside Walt's barn. Let's check out inside there. See what we actually have inside the barn. Of course, Jay is here as well. You have been here before. You were here a while back. I have never been here, and you have never been here. We came here, I think, on 4th of July weekend. It was not open. So luckily today we are actually able to access the barn itself. So let's just wander around the inside here and look at some of the artifacts. You can see it's very, very busy. A lot of people are very interested in this, as am I. This is actually super, super exciting. Of course, here is the train, the picture of the E.P. Ripley that Walt rode in on opening day in 1955. Walt was a big fan of trains, miniature trains, and of course, 2 or 3 years before Disneyland came to fruition, he had the trains at his home in LA, and then he decided to take those miniature trains and make an even bigger train that went around the circumference of Disneyland. Of course, Walt Disney World has actually taken that idea as well, so that actually all kind of started right here in Walt's train barn. There's actually so much to look at, you honestly can't even really put all of this in a vlog. There is a monorail over there, which actually kind of stemmed from the idea of trains. There's Richard Nixon up there with his family, and Walt standing outside the monorail.
Oh, look at the old lights. That's cool.
Look at all the Santa Fe Railroad hats, Disneyland emblems on there, Disneyland Railroad. That's awesome right there. That is cool. Here's the partner statue, of course, Walt and Mickey. That is, when you walk into Disneyland or Walt Disney World, you see this in front of each castle, either Sleeping Beauty Castle or Cinderella Castle, depending on which coast you are on. Oh, the Mine Train headlamp. This headlamp is from the Mine Train #1 of the Rainbow Caverns, and subsequently Mine Train through Nature's Wonderland attraction, which no longer exists. And some of the remnants of that are probably going to be soon even removed even more once Star Wars Land starts to make its way into Disneyland. So this is definitely a fantastic relic here at Walt's barn. So just think about this. You were saying Walt's workbench is in here somewhere. Where is Walt's?
I think it's Walt this way somewhere.
Oh, it's right over here. Walt's actual workbench that he actually, blood, sweat, and tears was poured out upon is actually right in front of us.
And some of his tools over here too that he used.
Hey, what's going on? You made it out.
Yeah.
Look at this. Telephone here as well.
Look around
The
for a minute. I
opening
gotta do
day
something else.
speech as well right here.
Yeah, I appreciate it if you can let us know. If you want to get in touch
cool.
with me, I'd love to see whatever he's got, or at least find out what information.
So where is it, Jay?
Right here. This is
Oh,
his
it's right
workbench
here.
right here.
Oh, so all these artifacts are on top of it. Oh, look at this.
Good talking to you. Okay, so do you know what that
Actually,
is?
his name badge. Oh, here we go. Walt's
That is
workbench.
19th century text message.
Look at this. So this is his actual workbench.
What's scary is that they did a competition
Walt Disney
years ago.
himself
They got
sat
two guys
right
hold the record
here.
for the fastest Morse
Check
code
that.
against two guys
Is
who hold the record for
amazing.
receiving the
Big
fastest
Thunder
text messages, and they
hat right there. That is awesome. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad hat. Look at all the different trains. All the different trains on Disneyland property. Big Thunder Mountain, Mine Train through Nature's Wonderland. The train that goes around the circle area of the park. This is awesome. What are you seeing?
This is two Walt Disney from Lord Kimball.
Wow.
Then in
1950.
1999, Lord Kimball. Signed it twice.
So 1951, Ward Kimball dedicated this book, signed that to Walt, and then in 1999 re-signed it. Which is actually
Disney
super
Legend
awesome.
Award over there.
Oh yeah, check that out. Check that out, the Disney Legend Award over there in the corner. And here is basically a map, central control, track control of basically the whole property that we are actually standing on. And look at those, those are the old train horns. So you could actually make a train horn with your mouth. That is awesome. And of course here is Disneyland and the train track that goes around Disneyland as well. This is awesome. The inside of Walt's barn. Look at this.
That was the train?
So this was the train that was at his house, and I was saying the train tracks out here. Do not quote me on this, but the train tracks that go the perimeter of the property, some of them actually were removed from his property, taken from his property, moved here to Griffith Park, as well as this, which, if you look closely, this right there that you're looking at, that's Walt's barn that we're actually standing in at this exact moment, as it has been transplanted from his former home to Griffith Park, which is right here. Look at this. Oh, by the way, look at this sticker. I have a sticker right here celebrating the fact that I am actually here documenting this. So there you go. Walt's barn. That is awesome. And over here you can actually look at this child that's actually blowing the horn of the train whistle. So basically you pull that cord and the train, the steam engine horn blows right there. That is awesome. So if you pull on that string, that horn will actually blow and emit steam out of the top of it. And look at these. These are live, this says live steamers. So these are all the mechanisms that make the engine actually go. Look at that. That is really cool. So there you go. Walt's barn here in Griffith Park, just outside of LA, California. And one other thing I want to show you too, check out this. This was actually one of the original passenger cars on opening day when the E.P. Ripley pulled up in all that famous footage that you see. Walt in the front of the E.P. Ripley, blowing the train horn, welcoming all the guests that are showing up. 1955 opening day. There was the original engine, and then there was the car behind it, which I can't remember the name of the car that's actually behind it. There's a certain name for it, but behind that car was this car. There were 4 of these yellow Santa Fe Disneyland Railroad cars, and then in one of those actually now is converted into what is now the Lily Bell. They have taken this and converted it into the Lily Bell car, which only a handful of people have been lucky enough to ride on the back of one of the trains that now runs around Disneyland. Currently at Disneyland. So let's just take a look inside here. Take a look in here. You can see what the original cars used to look like inside there. Very cool. So this place is really awesome. I've been wanting to come out here for a while, but it's only open one day a month. So it's only open 12 times a year. It is free to get in, but you can leave a donation. We threw a $5 bill in a little donation thing, which is well worth the $5 donation, in my opinion. So there you go. The weather vane still up top. Very, very awesome. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Check down below for my t-shirts, AdamTheWoo.spreadshirt.com. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching these everyday vlogs. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. What do you guys think? Leave some comments about this, and leave some comments about what day it was that I was actually in Marceline at the other Walt's barn in his childhood home. See you guys later. Goodbye.